that's one context. The more common context we have is this combat sort of orientation. And if you didn't know, moral injury was originally coined by Dr. Shea, and he did that after working with Vietnam veterans returning back from Vietnam. And Vietnam was such a shit show, right? I mean, it was such a terrible thing in the sense that what we had before in like World War II was a quote unquote cleaner war where you had the obvious bad guys, we had uniforms and all this stuff. Well, in Vietnam, we saw a lot more atrocities and a lot more atrocities on both sides happen. And soldiers lost their ability to understand what we were doing here, right? And that always happens in combat. You lose the ability to really, it becomes about surviving for you and the next person. But still, when you are part of traumatizing, you know, the civilian population, and you're told to do that, and it becomes right. So they came back from Vietnam and just really they had no name for what they were going through. They had no, you know. So Dr. Shea began this concept of moral injury, and since then, other researchers have added on to it. But it was in the context of combat veterans. And so for a long time, moral injury really was limited to that sort of construct, that kind of sort of view. And one of the things that we try to do with missions is just really extend that out and help people think about it in lots of different contexts. And think about it, if something tragic happened, it violated your deeply held moral beliefs, that's a moral injury. Doesn't matter if it's combat or if it's sexual assault or a drunk driver, you know, killing your child, whatever it is, right? That's but here, a friend of mine, airborne ranger in Operation Enduring Freedom, Operation Iraqi Freedom, often faced direct combat. During one mission, they were ordered to attack a building to believe the house housed only enemy soldiers. After using satchel charges and grenades, they found dead women and children without weapons. So that became a common occurrence for them.